cold tone. With accusations flying back and forth and tales of betrayals, broken promises, and miscommunications piling on top of one another, the room appeared to vibrate with raw emotion, each word striking like a hammer, revealing weaknesses and driving facts into the open. Fans were captivated by the revelations, each more startling than the last, and social media was ablaze with conjecture and criticism. Anybody who had followed their entwined lives would have been captivated by the drama's flawless timing. As the evening wore on, surprising turns occurred, and Kirk acknowledged doing things that shocked both ladies, revelations that no one had expected. Rasheeda's presence served as both a barrier and a shield, while Jasmine's responses were a mix of shock, hurt, and a restrained rage. Catalyst arguments intensified, halted, and then intensified once again as a result of her demands for openness, which forced every secret, no matter how painful, into the bright light. Every beat maintained the highest level of intensity, interspersed with silences and pauses where the room felt the weight of old frustrations. Snippets of talks slipped beyond the apartment walls, and the neighbors' curiosity evolved to intrigue as unedited, raw, and unyielding emotions surfaced. Phrases like, "I trusted you," and "How could you?" became the evening's music, while fans debated affiliations, motivations, and probable repercussions online. Relationships were stressed to the breaking point, and what had started off as a seemingly casual visit had turned into a dramatic reveal of personal stakes. Finally, secrets were revealed. Rasheeda's phone buzzed persistently as Kirk started to describe a string of choices that had caused miscommunications for months. She looked at it, her countenance changing from guarded wrath to the three of them came to the realization that the evening was far from finished, and that the drama that was developing would have an impact on those outside of the flat. The tension was thick enough to cut with a knife, yet there were also subtle movements, glances exchanged, and quiet talks taking place that suggested future clashes or reconciliations. By midnight, the situation had developed into a complicated web of accusations, confessions, and startling admissions. Every breath served as a warning that one mistake might turn into disaster. Every character's personal stakes were exposed, including Kirk's objectives, Jasmine's responses, and Rasheeda's conclusions. Everyone who came into contact with the drama was drawn in by its magnetic pull, as their weaknesses were revealed in ways that did not allow for pretending. What transpired was a masterclass in reality TV style, tension, strategic pauses, and side commentary. From neighbors to devoted fans, social media platforms were similar with speculation, theories, and side commentary, creating a virtual audience that seemed as invested as the people inside the apartment. Kirk, Jasmine, and Rasheeda handled the constant strain of scrutiny, premeditated revelations, and emotional confrontations in various ways, each of their unique personalities and backgrounds influencing their strategy, adding layers of intricacy that captivated onlookers. As the evening went on, alliances changed, transient truces emerged, and underlying tensions suggested future conflicts. It was evident that this one evening, just 10 minutes had passed between Kirk's and Rasheeda's arrivals, setting off a series of events that would reverberate well beyond the apartment's walls. Every statement, gesture, and look served as fodder for conjecture. Even though the night was still young, it had already proven to be unforgettable, and the tale taking place inside Jasmine's apartment promised more intricate turns that kept viewers captivated. Every moment was heightened by the knowledge that everyone was watching, waiting for the next dramatic turn. With only 10 minutes separating Kirk's entry and Rasheeda's arrival, it was evident that this one evening had set off a series of events that would reverberate far beyond the apartment's walls. As the night went on, alliances changed, transient truces formed, and underlying tensions hinted at future confrontations. The world was watching, waiting for the next dramatic move, and every word, gesture, and glance became fuel for conjecture. The night, yet early, had the room felt smaller now, the air heavier with unsaid tension as Kirk, Jasmine, and the tale taking place within Jasmine's apartment promised more twists, deeper discoveries, and a spectacle of human emotion that would be analyzed and pondered for weeks to come. Kirk leaned against the wall with his arms crossed and his eyes darting as Rasheeda continued their verbal battle. Every look bore weight,